Hi, I'm Drew. Welcome to the Beggars Woodshop. Okay, I've got to talk to you about what's going on with the Bandsaw video. All of my videos that you've been seeing, the project videos, were shot back in September, October, and I think a little into November. They were edited, they were all ready to go, except for the Bandsaw video, which had one less thing I had to film, but the weather was turning cold, so I couldn't do it. And that, of course, was cleaning this cover that you see, but I'll get to that in a bit. The video was not coming out because my computer finally decided to go, yeah. I turn it on and all it does is beep, just beeps. I've got a hardware problem I've got to solve. So in the meantime, I've got to come up with something, and well, as I like to say in my shop, I'll think of something. So let me give you the rundown on what happened with the bandsaw, and then maybe one day in the distant future I'll be able to access all those files, that edit, put on the video about this, put on the whole thing really, and give you everything. Okay, I have just wasted just over a minute introducing that. Let's get to what upgrades were made to the bandsaw. As you can tell, we have a bandsaw cover. It looks a little dirty because it could probably use another cleaning or two, but I did have to clean this. And you clean it the same way you clean your dust collector filter hood. I'm not joking. I call it Shopsmith, and you clean it the exact same way. So consult your manual. Alright, let's get this thing off. Now, in comparison to the... Nothing important, I promise. In comparison to my previous bandsaw, well, the bearings were better. Except for the set that's over here, next to the window. I swapped them out from the old one. I was just going to swap out one or two parts, but I found out it's just a lot easier to swap out the main table that I had, as well as the insert screws. You know, the ones that level off the insert here. I needed those. So everything was just used off the new one, with pieces from the old one. The table is off the old one. The front cover, because I have the window, that's off the old one. Because, well, I'm happy about that. I'll share a link to that video in the upper corner here. And the table on the newer one was not good. It was further than what I wanted to do with it. So I put my old one on here. Now, what else did I save from the new one? Besides its main base, a lot of its mechanics. Well, a fence. And the fence rail, of course. I do have to realign it. I did show a realignment video, or in the video I should say, but check out my growth ring. Scott does one of how to align this very well. I think I have to realign it again. I think something got knocked out of alignment. The other thing that I put on this one, table extension. Now I admit this thing's a pain in the butt, because pulling it in and out, it wobbles back and forth. I don't know if the frame's picking that up. Let me bring it. There you are. See how it wobbles back and forth? Yeah, I'm not too pleased with that. It is a little annoying trying to get the blades swapped. They really needed a second guide here as well. Tighten my screws. There we go. But I like having an extension. Something else that was attached to the extension I was leaving on here, but it didn't work very well with the cover. A circle cutting jig. Yeah, I actually have the circle cutting jig. And I haven't had much of a chance to experiment with this, but I do like having this. This is very nice. There are, of course, jigs you can build for larger circles if you want. Norm Abram did a great one. I thought there was something else I wanted to mention. No, I've covered most of the stuff I added and swapped and held on to, I believe. And now we can get to this piece. This is the eccentric tube that you can get that offsets the bandsaw. For those who have the cast iron table, you know that you can leave your bandsaw and lift your Shopsmith into drill press, no problem. But if you have the aluminum table, especially with all this stuff extra attached, you can't really do that. This is supposed to help you do that. I tried. I left it on, but every time I bumped into the bandsaw by accident, it just really wobbled, and that's with everything tightened and locked. They're not very stable, especially the metal here. I've seen some people reinforce this or create something brand new. I think that would be nice, but my goal is to get this thing on a power stand, or excuse me, a power station or a crafter station, or something along those three lines. That's the main goal, but that's the future of some kind. But otherwise, yeah, I have pretty much all of the stuff that comes standard on the Shopsmith bandsaws these days. So as for future videos, well, the bandsaw video I did here, it's possible that can come out as a lost episode. We'll just have to wait and see. All depends on how things go in tech. But I am going to produce some videos, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm going to have to do them as either 10-minute videos or as live streams. So, keep your eyes open for 3 upcoming live streams. 2 live streams are going to be on a project I'm working on. In fact, I'll give you a little preview if I can. Yes, hold on. This is the beginnings of a walking stick I'm working on. And you can see it's actually set up in a hexagon shape because it is modeled after a movie prop. I have a little piece that goes up here. I'm not going to say what movie prop yet. The first live stream, we're going to do all the lathe work that needs to be done. The second live stream will be probably some bandsaw and some, or not bandsaw, well maybe bandsaw, but maybe some scroll saw too. So that will have to be planned out. But those 2 live streams will come up. I'm going to try to do them on Fridays, provided the heat doesn't stop me first. That's something I gotta consider, ladies and gentlemen, is timing with that, because we have entered into summer months. If you are watching this after I've done those live streams, click on the channel name, and under the little tab that you'll see on the main page that says live, click that and you'll be able to see all the past live streams I've done, and maybe even if there's one upcoming. Now the third live stream is going to be about all the things in this collection that I acquired last year that you didn't get to see. Believe it or not, there are actually a few things you didn't get to see, and if you did, they kind of appear in the background maybe, real quick. But I'm going to go through all the things you didn't get to see that are Shopsmith and 1 or 2 non-Shopsmith related items. So that's the plan right now, ladies and gentlemen, is to go through that and do some of those project videos. I hope one day this does get released, and I hope you continue to tune in to these videos no matter which one I put out. An actual 10-minute video, a full edited video, which I want to get back to doing, or a live stream, because you, ladies and gentlemen, help this channel grow. You are the ones who are helping me really stay afoot. From your likes, your subscriptions, your comments, and even, yes, your contributions, be it equipment or financial. I'm thankful to each and every single one of you, and in fact there are a couple of things that I should probably shoot a video on that have arrived in the shop that I haven't yet covered. And one of them I am looking at right here. I'll offer a little preview of what it could be. Now I know someone's going to guess what that is. Okay, I am running out of time. I better stop myself. Tune in, ladies and gentlemen, to the live stream next week. I'll put up a little thing that says it's upcoming, and hopefully I will see you next time right here on the Beggars Woodshop.